So welcome to Shining Mentor Magazine interview series, and I'm your host, Melissa Zoske, and please welcome us as we welcome our guest, Rhonda Lee, who is, oh my gosh, she's the creator of Spirit Mist. It's a smokeless smudge spray. It's amazing. I love it. And she's a Reiki master, keynote speaker on stress, management, a laughter yoga leader, which that is interesting. I want to talk to you about that. She empowers others to take charge of their personal and surrounding energies through various modalities, which is so cool because I felt your energy. And Rhonda chooses the path of love to guide her and her business and her life, to guide her in every area. I love this. So welcome, Rhonda. I'm so glad that you're here. Thank you so much.
Thank you. My pleasure. I'm so excited to do this.
I know. Once I don't know if you guys know this, but Rhonda's featured in the magazine, Shining Mentor Magazine. Her product, Smokeless Smudge, it is absolutely incredible. So make sure you check it out, see what it is. And she's going to be offering a special offer to people listening today at the end of the video, okay? So can you tell us a little bit about, well, let's start with you. Tell us a little bit about yourself, and then we can go into the smokeless smudge and how you created that.
Okay, well, I'm not quite that exciting to me.
Oh, come on.
I do create this product, and the Spirit Mist Smokeless Smudge. Never intended on doing that, but I am also a Reiki master, a laughter yoga leader. I've spoken from New York City to LA and done laughter yoga everywhere. And I just believe in harnessing the natural abilities that we have, that we're given, that we're born with, to clear our personal energy fields, to enhance our health. We come with so many tools energetically that people don't think about that. You know, we don't realize it. So I'm like, why not handle your pain for free? Instead of going out and doing all kinds of things, maybe it'd be costly and time consuming whenever you can utilize what your body was born to do. So I do a lot with laughter, and then I do a lot with Reiki energy. And I've been a Reiki master for, I want to say almost 20 years now. So
when I first heard about you, it was like 17 years ago. So yeah, you've been doing this a long time. Yeah.
I think we're getting close to the 20-year mark. Yes, we're definitely close to the 20-year mark. It makes me feel old, but
well, you don't look old. You look young.
For me, I was kind of raised this way, and so I probably had early footsteps into that type of path, based on the way I was raised. So my father was a naturopath, and so I was raised in a household like that, and I was aware of energy and things like that from a very early age, and it was never discounted. So this seems very normal to me, to come into this and to use our bodies this way. And I openly, I am an energy junkie. I just love it. I love, it's all energy. Everything is. And I love how we can use it to grow ourselves personally, to take care of our physical bodies, to take care of our energy around us, and personally as well. I could go for days.
I know. Yeah, I hear you. I totally hear you on this. So what is it that made you, with the smokeless, the Spirit Mist? That's what it's called, right? Spirit Mist?
Yes, Spirit Mist Smokeless Smudge.
What was it that gave you the idea to actually create it? I mean, how did you come up with that wonderful idea? Because, I mean, it seems so natural, and nobody's come up with it until you. So what made you think of it?
Well, it took 5 years for me to perfect the formula. Mm-hmm. And because it was nothing I had ever intended on selling. And what happened was I've used smudge through, I would say various forms of smudge throughout my whole life, and it was always in a more traditional manner where smoke was involved. And I found that wasn't always the best avenue for everyone. My husband has asthma, and when I would use sage and smudge our home, it would trigger asthma and allergy attacks with him. And also I had several friends and clients and customers that would have me come in and help them clear the energy of their businesses. A lot of them were body workers. A lot of them were therapists. I've even done retail businesses as well. And I would come in, but that just having that smoke, it could set off, the alarms. And if you're in the smoke alarms, if you're in a business that's shared, like office complex, nobody's going to be happy with you. And it might trigger allergy and asthma attacks with their customers and clients as well. And so I was looking for something, and and pretty much for me, for my personal use, and what I would do when somebody invited me in to take care of the energy and show them what to do. So I played with this formula to perfect it to the way I wanted, literally for 5 years. And when I made it, I made it and gave it away as Christmas presents to my friends one year, and it took off from there. I mean, I never intended to sell it. Never ever was in my mind to ever do this. But they would use it in their spas and their businesses, and their customers wanted it. And they're like, well, can you sell it to me so I can sell it to my customers? So it went that way. That's
so great.
How the whole thing started.
I love that. So, I mean, that is just, it's so cool, because I mean, that it's obviously something that's very needed. I mean, from all those things that you've mentioned, but just the thought that if I don't have to light anything, even if I didn't have any issues with asthma, I just spritz, and it's there. So what does it do for people? For people that don't understand what sage can do, can you tell us a little bit more about like the uses that you have with this product?
Oh yeah, absolutely. And I will say, I'm going to be kind of honest and tell something. I have quite a few medical professionals and like hospice nurses that use it when they get in the car between their clients. They can't walk in smoking when they're dealing with hospice patients. So, I mean, the use has been broad, more broad than I ever imagined.
Yeah. So clearing yourself of the negative energies or anything that is attached to people that they may not even know about. So you can clear yourself after you leave a kind of a deep, thick situation, right?
Yes, because a lot of times with the heavy energies of grief like that, and so reports, some of the materials that I use are of course energetic, because I charge everything with Reiki, and I use the Mirren glass, which is violet glass. It looks black, but it's actually it's not. It's violet, and it preserves the energy. But then everything it preserves the product without having to put preservatives in it. But then everything gets that violet ray frequency. Like, it cannot decompose at the rate that things do, even in dark brown or cobalt blue glass. It's preserved for a long period of time. And the violet ray also, there's a lot of research about how it energetically enhances anything that it comes in contact with. So that's kind of like the out there energy aspect of it, just glossing over it. But like some of the essential oils that I use, the cedar and the sage and the rosemary, like they do have chemical components that actually are cleansing to air. Like that is a real legitimate thing. They do that. So it's not basically just an energetic thing for, I have people that don't quite grasp all of the energetic components, but they understand the essential oils. They understand the compounds of the plant material that I use in here. So, I mean, it's multifaceted and multidimensional that way. So I kind of went across the board because I wanted to like cover my base in every direction. So this does like the sage essential oil that I use in this, the cedar and the rosemary, they do have compounds that are used to physically sanitize and clean whatever you use on them.
Yeah, that's great.
Or if you were to put it on something to clean a countertop, you can do that. I have some people that do their phones. I didn't even think to do that. They'll like, I've got too many people touching, and they'll spray it and wipe it,
Wow.
that part. Not that I say, protect your cell phones from water damage, but for those that don't have an issue or have a good covering, I do know people that use that when a lot of people are handling their materials as well.
That's really good. That's really good. Crystals. Can you clear crystals with it, or do you still recommend, going through the whole other process of the smoke?
Oh no, I absolutely use it for crystals, and I actually sell it to some companies that use it with their products. There's a company that makes malas, and they use it to clear every mala before they ship it out to their customers.
So awesome. I love that. Oh my gosh. This is just, I'm so glad I got that. Immediately I got it. And it's so funny that you're talking about even the glass. You put so much thought into this. the
I
glass
did.
violet. I just did some research on that for healing properties of just violet light. And
Yes.
it's incredible. I mean, I was like mind blowing what violet light can do. So that's just interesting that you brought that up in that, because I was doing research myself. So this is really cool. I love it. So is there anything else that you can think of that you can use it on? I'm just trying to make sure that people out there, that it's so multitasking, multi-ranging. I love it. Is there anything else you can think of?
I get reports back from everyone, honestly. From people that spray their tax documents before they mail them off, to
Oh, that's a great
their
idea.
deposits before they go to the bank, to bills, to I have a huge population of children that use it. Never saw that coming. And they use it at night to help them sleep. I mean, I have a few teenagers
Wow.
that
Okay.
save up their money and buy it in bulk. I offer it in bulk to
That's awesome.
anybody gets bulk pricing. You get the same price as a store does. So
Yeah.
I have teenagers that they buy it in bulk. I can't make claims, but from what I have heard and reported back to me, like I have had teenage girls report that it helps center them with their hormones.
Wow.
With their levels at
I need to
school.
get a gallon of that. No, just kidding.
I
Bring it
know.
on.
So I actually, like, my customers educate me. My holistic vet uses it in his office, and actually sells it too. And so it's good for pets. And I had him go through and make sure everything component was safe for pets. I have people use it with grief and grief management. I mean, the sky is the limit. If I can start listing all the things that I get, I love the reports that I get back, because it's educational to me, because my customers will think of ways to use it that I have not yet.
Yeah, that's really great.
I followed the lead of where the product was taking me, and I created it, and I hear all kinds of stories back from grief to pets to children to taxes to clearing crystals to I take it whenever I work. Sometimes I work out of coffee shops where I travel, and I will use it, and this, I'm not smart, I'll be honest. This is what I'll do. It's discreet. And for those people that need a discreet way, because even like the cedar in this is known to calm your mind and the mental activity. So I just do a quick spray, and sometimes I'll sit it on the table beside of me, or I'll stick it in my purse. But people will ask me what I just used, and I've had more people try to buy it off of me, and I'm not smart. I don't carry extra bottles with me to sell it. That's not my intention. I just want to center myself so I can work. And I've sold used bottles on the spot.
Wow. I love this. I'm excited to start using it for more things, because I was just using it for clearing space. So now I'm going to get it out. And really, I should have had my bottle sitting here. Dang it. I left it in the other room. Okay. So you have a special for the listeners or readers. What's the code for that, and where can they find your product?
Okay, you can find it at infusionoflife.com/spirit mist. And let's see, let me grab the code. I believe it's Shine May or May Shine.
I'll list that in the comments too, so that people can see it. I'll post that in there. In fact, I'll probably post it in the introduction of this when we post this to Facebook. But
all right, because I don't remember if I put May Shine or Shine May, but and that's good through the 31st of this month, and it's $5 off.
Okay.
Of a bottle of Spirit Mist, and I do ship it priority, so you get it pretty quickly. I'm very protective, so I like to ship it priority so that it's more. I just find it's more cared for. I've just been real picky about the product, but it's a premier product.
Yes, absolutely. And I just looked it up. It was all caps, Shine May. So Shine May. Love it. Shining Mentor Magazine. So we're going to post the link to the magazine so they can read more about it in there as well. And I love your product, and I so appreciate you being in there and doing this interview today. You're amazing.
Thank you. I wanted to add one quick thing. I forgot. Whenever you do get the bottle of Spirit Mist, I have it because I keep trying to add more value to the product.
Yeah.
I now have, that comes with it, an MP3 download of energy clearing music. If you like the energy of music, if you want to play it in your space, it's just 15 minutes and you can loop it or whatever. It's at no extra charge. I just want to keep adding to the value of the product. So that also comes with the bottle of Spirit Mist when you order it too.
All right. That sounds great. Well, thank you so much for being here, and you are a doll. All right. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
All right. Bye.
Bye-bye.